There are other different types of dementia, and depending upon where the difficulties lie, that in the illness determines the course of treatment.
Yes, you can. All you have to do is want to do it.
Yes.
Want to be it.
When you set your mind to it, and this is who you are, and
the grown men. We have the youth that we need to mentor, and we need to inspire, and we need to motivate. But I know, as a recent conversation between you and I, that you're also in the business of motivating grown men. Through that, I'm supposed to see God in it at every turn. So me going to the Sea of Galilee was to remind me of that, to refresh myself of that. It is all under control, that He does have it. It's just as clear as that fresh water that I saw.
You're Our Unity, hosted by LeShawn Walker, Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. EST.
Welcome, everyone, to You're Our Unity, a show that wishes to spread a spirit of peace and love in the world, one person at a time. We want to encourage you to give to others so that you can bless others. For it is in that giving from your heart and for your heart that you will feel joy and happiness and so fulfilled. I am LeShawn Walker, your host. I'd like to welcome you in. Please like, share, and follow. Let everyone know that we're on right now. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, that you are filled with such food and joy from being around your family. I hope that was more important to you, that you were able to spend some time with family and friends, love on them a little bit, catch up with everything that's been going on in their world. I had a kind of quiet Thanksgiving, so you guys tell me in the chat exactly what you were doing. I bet you I got you beat. I spent my Thanksgiving doing exactly what I told you guys last week, which was prioritizing and organizing. I'll probably get kicked out of the family because I also didn't partake in any of the normal Thanksgiving fare, the food and the turkey and the macaroni and cheese. I had Italian food for Thanksgiving. I took some time to clean up. I cleaned up my living room. I cleaned up my closets and my bedroom. I was thankful this Thanksgiving for all that I have, but I was also grateful that I realized that I have too much. So I've decided to bag up a lot of items that I had tucked back deep, way deep into my closet. Things that still had tags on them, items that I had totally forgotten that I even purchased way back when, stuff that I probably can't even fit anymore. But the fact is that I took the time to uncover these little jewels so that I can now bless someone else with them. So I bagged up 2 big garbage bags worth of clothes and shoes and God knows whatever else is in there. And I'm going to give them away to someone in need. So that's what I'm doing in the spirit of Thanksgiving, and probably for the rest of this month, is being grateful for all of the wonderful things that I have in my life, but also knowing that with the abundance of those things that I can also give to others and share all the things that I've purchased through the years that I probably thought was good for me, but will be such a blessing to someone else. So I hope you guys are doing the same, because I'm telling you, I feel light as a feather. I have organization in my closet. I can see everything now. Oh my God, stuff that I didn't even know that I owned. In addition to that, I just feel clear. I feel so much more focused. And I also feel a sense of just letting go of everything that had encumbered me. And that was the space. I have space now in my home. So that was my Thanksgiving, and I enjoyed it immensely. And again, I hope that you guys out there as well. So today is Tuesday. It's a special day, obviously, because, you know, Your Unity is on every Tuesday at 6 p.m. But it is also Giving Tuesday. Today is Giving Tuesday, a holiday. I'm calling it a holiday, something that's being celebrated all over the world. We're supposed to give back to those who are less fortunate. Give back to those charities out there who are serving others. We're supposed to be that beacon of light and hope to those out there that are in need. So whatever the cause is, I hope that you guys are out there giving and serving, doing it from your heart, knowing that whatever you're putting into it is going to serve others and going to put a big smile on their face. And the biggest challenge of all is to just do it, but know that you're going to be helping someone, putting a smile on their face, serving a purpose, filling a void, doing something that they were unable to do. And also contributing to these many charities that are already out there giving back to others, coming up with, research and all types of cures for illnesses and diseases out there all over the world. The famine in all of these countries and global warming issues, and just anyone who's just feeling disenfranchised or is in need of a coat or food during this time. So give from your heart, for your heart, so that you can feel fulfilled as well. I have two young men here today who have been giving since they were little boys. They're not that old, but to know that they have been giving of themselves, of their heart, of their soul, since basically they were born. Their parents instilled that very thing in them. And it is amazing to me that at such a young age, they have such a bright future, not only ahead of them because I know it, but because they know it. They are built with such self-esteem and self-worth. They know their value and their greatness. And so I want to share them with you today. These are two young men who stand for something. And so the title of the show is Stand Up and Stand Out. We're going to be speaking with Makaio Welch. His nickname is Kaio, and he's a sixth grader at Grace Lutheran School. Makaio is versatile in his own uniqueness. He enjoys cooking, coding, and art. Kaio is a quick learner, excelling at basketball and lacrosse. He has been honored with many leadership and achievement awards and is passionate about making great changes to facilitate life in the world around him. Makaio has a compassionate heart and finds joy in providing service to his community, donating his time and energy with a strong devotion to feed others who are less fortunate with his love and charity. Makaio is a member of the Boy Scouts as well as the Project Heights Stand mentoring program, where he has learned to uncover his talents and live in his truth. Kaio is a natural entertainer with a charismatic soul, always looking to bring a smile to someone's face. He enjoys science and the wonders of the world, aspiring to become a phenomenal engineer. And we also have Jabril Traore, who is an eighth grader from Turtle Hook Middle School. Jabril is full of many talents and has a strong family unit. He is a focused young man who credits the STAND mentoring program for teaching him important key values in his journey towards manhood, such as discipline, self-worth, and compassion. Jabril is an intelligent young man who does not try to fit in, but stand out, recognizing his skills to strive for the best and uncover his greatness in all he does. So I'd like to welcome these two amazing gentlemen who stand for something, Mr. Kaio and Jabril. How are you, gentlemen?
I'm doing good.
Excellent, excellent. It is so great to have you here, especially on Giving Tuesday. Did you guys do anything special in school for this day? Was this discussed at all? What this day is, what it means?
Well, it wasn't discussed in my school.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm sharing it with you now.
Yes.
So once you get home, and you, Jabril, when you get, we're finished with the interview, you can go online and contribute somehow in some fashion, okay, to the cause. So again, it is so great to have you here. You guys really, truly, I am inspired by you. I am in am in awe of you, everything that you both are doing, not only, in school, but also in the Stand Mentoring Program. So that's really what we want to discuss today, is just everything that you have going on in your world, and how important it is what you are learning is for your future. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to start with Kaio.
Uh,
Tell me a little about your childhood. I understand you are Jamaican, Guyanan, U.S. West Indian roots. You've achieved a lot, my friend, but tell me about your Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving in your culture?
Well, I will say my Thanksgiving was good. We did not have the regular Thanksgiving meal, the turkey, the cranberry sauce, the stuffing.
Right.
Let's see, what did we have? We had barbecue chicken. We had some fried rice. We had macaroni pie. We had, what else did we have?
Yum. Did you cook any of these or help
No.
prepare any of these meals?
I mean, I was planning to cook a little something, but that didn't happen. So.
Because I know you are a master, especially a baker. You create donuts and pastries and things like that.
I mean, kinda.
Yeah.
I wanted to make donuts because there was this one summer camp that I went to. And one of the desserts that they had, because like they didn't have desserts often with the food, but because it was a stay away camp.
Right.
But one of the desserts that they had was just a plain donut, just dough with cinnamon, and for some reason it was so good.
Wow.
I needed to even store it in a bowl. So ever since then, I wanted to, kind of learn how to make donuts.
Nice.
So we kind of, YouTubed some, what's it called?
Tutorials on how to make
some
it.
tutorials. Yeah, and I've made
And now
donuts.
you're the master baker. I was at
I
an
don't know about
event. Well, I'm saying I was at Mirror Empowerment. I had a friend there who introduced me actually to your mom, and come to find out she wasn't a big cupcake eater. She had one of your mom's cupcakes and she loved them. I mean, truly enjoyed them. We met you at Mirror Empowerment's event, and the next thing you know, I see you there selling donuts selling donuts. And she told me, because by the time I think I got to the line, you were like all out. She told me that was the best donut that she has ever had. So you're doing your thing.
She needs to stop lying.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I think that might have to be a little side hustle, my friend. Your mom is obviously
I'm a
in
little
your
hustler,
blood.
so.
So what about you, Jabril? How was your day and your Thanksgiving, actually?
My day was good. In school, we had a little quiz in algebra class, and I think I did really well.
Oh, nice.
On Thanksgiving, my mom went off. Like, she cooked curry chicken, barbecue ribs, macaroni salad, rice, beans. She's Jamaican, and my father's African. I really wanted to see what he was gonna cook.
Oh, wow. So
But
that
he did
sounds
good
like a
too.
beautiful array of different dishes from different cultures, but you stuck to the traditional Thanksgiving fare at the same time, correct?
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Did you have a lot of family over?
No, not that much this year,
Oh.
because everybody's usually busy.
Yeah. My family, they were going to other family members' houses since I had Italian food and no one wanted what I had. So basically, yeah, I had turkey and the macaroni and cheese and the yams and all of that in the house. I just didn't partake in it. But anyway, so look, I want to talk to you guys about what you have going on in your world. Now, again, I saw that you're a 6th grader. You're at Grace Lutheran Church School. Is that a private school?
Yes, it is.
It is. Do you enjoy going to the school?
Yeah, I do enjoy it.
Do you? Tell me what you like best about going to Grace Lutheran. Because I know you got a lot of friends.
I will say it's probably like, even though in all schools you barely have any time to really talk, but it's really like the socialization and also the range of like specials that they have.
Right.
So like they have art, they have gym. Most places have gym, but They have music, stuff like that.
Okay, so it's things that can nurture your talents and your
Yeah.
gifts. Yeah, I like that. Do you have that at Turtle Hook as well, Jabril? A lot of different programs?
Yeah, there's a lot of programs, and I'm in this men's mentoring group for a lot of kids in sports, that just want to do many careers, and it's great for entrepreneurs that want to start and do many jobs young.
Oh, wow.
And in the men's mentoring group, we do lots of trips. We just went to a Long Island Nets game, and we went to a college, and we also spoke with a lot of entrepreneurs, sports agents, and sports coaches, and even some of the players.
Oh, wow. That's great. So, was that helpful to you? Do you have an idea of kind of what you want to do when you grow up, or is there a specific, sport that you're interested in now, or plan that you have for the future?
It was definitely helpful. It was similar to stand, and
Mm.
I have a plan of as of what I want to do in the future.
Mhm.
I was planning on doing pro basketball, but as for a plan B, I want to start investing into marketing because not many people make it into the pro league. So I just want a plan B and just set up everything.
Wow. What did you find interesting about that program? What is the name of it, by the way? Do you know?
I think that's the name, the men's mentoring brother, and I think another name is called Your Brother's Keeper.
Oh, okay. I think I'm familiar with that. That's wonderful. So what exactly specific to what you want to do and who you want to be was that program helpful to you?
Yeah, it was so I got to see a lot of options that I could possibly take because I believe that I'm very intelligent because I have a lot of good grades in my school.
Mm-hmm.
I've always made the honor roll in all the schools I went to, and my grades are in the high 90s right now. And they just want to keep going at it. And I think that the high school I'm going to is really going to help out in the path I want to take.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, you too have won a lot of rewards. You're also on the honor roll a lot. I think you graduated or on the path to graduating earlier. Tell me a little about, where you're kind of navigating your life right now from the age that you are right now. You still have a full life. I know that.
Yeah.
But tell me what you're striving for right now.
Well, like it said in the bio, I want to be a mechanical engineer. Um, for I would always like to have a second plan. Haven't really thought of it yet, but I'd either want to be an engineer or a businessman or like an entrepreneur.
Nice.
Especially because there are many things that I have been gifted with that I can use to benefit me, my family, and other people around me.
I love that. I love that you know that you have gifts. 'Cause some people don't find that out until much later. I think I took maybe 50 years to find out about my gift, but it's a blessing to me that you already know that and you're nurturing them now. I see, even through your bio, but speaking with your mom, the different things that you're involved in and the different passions that you have. And you're really good at a lot of things, child prodigy, so to speak. So what right now, in addition to, like, I know you rap and you like coding and you love, art and cooking, in terms of what you just said, things that you have that you can help your family, yourself, and the world in mechanical engineering and beyond. What else and what is that exactly?
Well, before I answer that question, let's kind of take it back. You said that it took like 50 years. Wouldn't you be negative 30? Because aren't you like 25?
Oh, thank you. I love this kid. All right, Kyle, you got me. You got me. No, I'm 50 years old, my friend. So go ahead. I love him though. Oh my God. Oh, I'm swooning now. Go ahead.
So, I would say that some of the gifts that I have been told that I've been blessed with is kind of like caring, intelligence, what else? You know, and even if I don't have all the gifts in the world, you know, I can, you know, use hard work to create more gifts technically.
Yes,
So,
yes. I love that you said that. Now, I know you're in the Boy Scouts. How long have
yeah.
you been in the Boy Scouts actually?
I don't know, maybe like 5 to 6 years, because I've been in there since I was in kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
And I'm in 6th grade, well, technically 5th. So that's about kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade, 6th grade. It's about 5 years.
Yes, that's amazing. What do you enjoy about the Boy Scouts?
I like the Boy Scouts because it teaches you a lot about survival.
Okay.
And it also teaches you, yeah, mostly survival, and it also teaches you about caring and how to do certain things, like physically, that you may not be able to do at that point.
Right.
And we also go on many hiking trips. Like recently, we went on the Turkey trip. It was a sleepover. We were there for 2 days. We slept in the cabin. A lot of people were excited for the tent, but
I'm sure.
I was a little excited for the cabin.
That's what I was about to ask you. Do
Yeah,
you
so-
like? So
I mean,
you
it's
didn't want to be out in the elements, so to speak. You were in the cabin, but you weren't out camping in a sleeping bag, like outside on the ground.
Well, I mean, it's not the fact that I didn't want to, because I've done it before.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay.
We've done that before, but I mean, I'm not complaining with the cabins.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, Jabril, I know that this mentoring program that you're part of is also helping you in many ways. You're also part of the STAND program, which is part of Project Hype. And for people out there, Project Hype is a male mentoring program that runs parallel to the traditional school year. And they offer all types of wonderful things for you guys, including accomplishing goals and objectives throughout your life, homework, help and tutoring, enrichment and recreation. I understand you guys go on trips and things like that. It also teaches you compassion. It teaches you self-worth. It teaches you how to be a man. So tell me a little about your time in the STAND program. I understand that you've been a part of it for 4 years, right, Jabril?
Yeah.
So yeah, tell me a little about the STAND program and how it's benefited you.
STAND is an amazing program. It's been something that has always been a benefit in my life. I'm never gonna forget it. And STAND has changed a lot throughout the years. From a lot of the older, there used to be a lot of teenagers, young men, people in college coming to STAND, but it's not the same anymore. Like more younger people want to learn how to invest early, and I love that. Like a lot more young people want to learn and take the certain steps to become a man.
Yeah.
And and a lot of the people who teach me in STAND, like Raymond Ramos, Will West, there are a lot of amazing people who had a very long lives, and they could teach us everything. They could tell us whole stories.
Yeah.
What I learned from STAND is a lot of core values and the things you should try to accomplish in life so you could be your best self. And I think a big part in manhood is becoming your best self before worrying about anything else.
Yeah.
When you're a man, you have to be able to take care of yourself, carry yourself throughout the world, and go and make it past any struggles that you deal with. Because when you're a man, you have to not be strong per se, but you have to make certain decisions that are gonna benefit you. Like
Right.
say if we have a choice whether you want to invest or just spend on your money now. Like when a real man would make the choice to invest later, and there's gonna be a lot of things in life that are gonna tempt you to do certain stuff.
Right.
Like going to parties, doing stuff that you're not allowed to do, and certain friendships are gonna have to suffer when you make good choices.
Yes.
And you need a lot of good people around you, like your siblings and your parents. That's why in manhood, you have to have good friends around you, and I think that's what Stan has taught me all this time.
I love that. I love that because that is what it is. It's standing up for yourself, not succumbing to peer pressure. Stand Again was founded by a friend and guest of the Your Our Unity show, Mr. Ray Ramos. And Stand actually stands for Students Trained and Nurtured for Destiny. So that's basically what you said. It's like it's teaching you core values on how to be a well-rounded man. And that would mean in relationships, it means that in business, it means that personal, it means that spiritual. So Kyle, tell me, because you're also part of the program, how long have you been in the STAND program?
I don't even know, maybe like 2 years.
Okay, wonderful. So, you know, that with the Boy Scouts, because the Boy Scouts are teaching you survival, and I'm sure they're teaching you a lot of other great characteristics as well. But tell me what the STAND program has taught you and how that is working so well with what you've learned and gained from the Boy Scouts.
Well, Jabro has said a lot of it, but I would say that this STAND mentorship program is, like Jabro said, amazing. It teaches you the steps to becoming a man, how to know if you've done them, and like decisions to get there and what to do afterward.
Right.
And like Jabro said, it teaches you how to make the right decisions and when to make them. So let's say, I don't know, since I'm still in school, let's say you have a big test in a week or two.
Right.
Still have time. You can either, take a little 40-minute nap, or you can spend like 15 minutes studying, then take like a 35-minute nap.
Yeah. I like
Well,
that.
I believe that the right decision would be to take the, no, I'm kidding. To study for the 15 minutes and then study for the 35 minutes.
Yes. Yep. I agree. Although I have been that person that has taken that 40-minute nap, chosen it later, hence the 50 years to figure it out. But the fact is that you're absolutely right. And it's wonderful that you're learning that early, because then you see the benefits of that. You're graduating early, or you graduated early. You were skipped an actual grade. And it is because of that work ethic that you had. It's because of the fact that you went that extra mile, and instead of being lazy, actually stood up to the challenge and did what you had to do, is the reason why you're receiving all of these accolades, these rewards, these awards, So I love that they're instilling that in you. Did you know, Jabril, that you needed guidance, towards manhood? I mean, a lot of kids think they know everything, Trust me, I know. I used to have a teenager. So tell me, did you know that these were valuable lessons that you were learning? Or did you think, my parents are just putting me somewhere, so, they don't have to worry about me for like an hour? Or were you literally aware that you were gaining some valuable information and lessons for your life?
My mom was the first one who told me about STAND and wanted me to join it, because it was where a lot of guys I could talk to about certain stuff. There's a lot of people my age that STAND at the time.
Right.
And to add on, I think STAND is a project is to teach young men about honoring God, because in STAND there's a lot of men of God that are trying to teach us how to walk in His steps and to walk in the shadow.
Right.
And I think that instead, I learned a lot of valuable stuff, and I'm very aware of it, because it taught me to be disciplined, to make smart decisions, and it's also teaching me that there's a lot of steps I could take to be who I want to be, and there's a lot of way more opportunities ahead of me because of how young I am.
Yes, I agree. I totally agree with that. I think it's opening up the door to possibilities and opportunity as well. And that's what I see in you guys. You sound so intelligent. well-rounded for such young ages. And I think that is just truly amazing and a testament to not only who your parents are, but to what this program is doing. So let me ask you, do you enjoy hearing other stories from older people, sharing their experiences and what they have overcome, and sort of relate to it? Do you enjoy that?
I would say yeah. Especially, I mean, this sounds kind of weird, especially if it was kind of like a bad outcome, not in their favor, but the reason that I think of it like that is because most of the time they're telling it to you for your own benefit, so you don't make a mistake like they did.
Right.
And things like that kind of teach me what I should do, what I shouldn't do, and how I should pass it on when I do get to that point.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. What about you, Jabril? I mean, you said that, Stan's foundation is really built on spirituality. And, you guys are getting older. There's a lot of influences, and some of those influences out there aren't that great. And some people do succumb to peer pressure and bullying and all that. Tell me, are you using the information, the knowledge that you're gaining from all of the both programs that you're in, and sharing it with your peers, your community, your homeboys?
To elaborate on what Makaio said that about how Stand is teaching us a lot of stuff in our journey of manhood. Brother Will and Brother Ray have been around for a long time, and they made certain choices that they don't want us to make, and that's why they're teaching us a lot about the topics that they have encountered in their lives.
Right.
And I think that Stand is very good, and I haven't shared it with any of my peers yet, but I plan on doing so.
Good. That's what I'm talking about, because that's what it is. It's teach one, each one teach one. You're gaining the information, the knowledge. Someone else may not have the ability, or I guess parents or someone's not aware of the program, so they're not able to participate in it. But if you're walking in these mantras, and you're walking in these policies and rules and information that they're giving you, you should be exuding it everywhere you go. So obviously others are getting the message, because you're standing out among the rest. So I love that. I really do. So tell me real quick, Kaio, in terms of you in school, and I know you can't wait to get into what you're going to the 7th grade. Are you going to still be in your school, or you're going into another building, another school?
I will be going into another school because Grace only goes to 6th.
6th, okay, 6th
grade.
Feels
so short.
Really? Are you going to be taking some friends with you, or but not sure?
I mean, I don't know, because there's so many schools. There are 2 main schools that people usually transfer to after Grace.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just follow with whatever I get told.
I know. Well,
I don't feel like questioning it.
That's right. I'm still a kid, so I got to listen to what I'm told. Well, knowing that you're graduating also in school, you're moving up. I'm sure the program also moves you up as well, right? You guys graduate to another level every time you're in there, or is it, a bunch of kids within a certain age group that are in one program, in one workshop?
I mean, I'm actually not sure. I think so. I've never really asked that question.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Maybe
right.
Jabril knows.
Do you, Jabril? Is it age ranges in the workshops that you guys are participating in right now, or are you graduating to like a certain level every year or every 2 or 3 years?
Yes. This is the first year I'm taking algebra and biology.
Okay.
And when I first going into it, it's gonna be very difficult when you learn new topics and when you're trying to understand it. But when the year progresses and when it ends, it's really gonna be easy. But you just have to put in the work, pay attention in class, and always have to be on top of your teachers in school, so you get the grades that you want.
That is very, very true. You said be on top of your teachers in school.
You gotta constantly ask them what assignment I'm missing, or how can I make this up, or is there any extra credit?
Right. No, I see what you're saying. I love that.
10 toes down.
Exactly. So let me ask you too. Obviously, you're living in this world today, and you see how the world is and what we actually need to be a better world, because you're contributing to that within your community. You're trying to make your communities and your neighborhoods a better place, which I think is admirable and really, truly amazing, especially at such a young age. Jabril, give me an idea of what you hope you can do to affect change in this world, if that's not too hard of a question off the cuff.
One thing I hope that could change for us as Black young men is the way we perceive certain things. Because some people think that mentoring programs aren't really the answer to their problems. They just want to do what they want to do.
Right.
And they mostly see help and guidance from older people as not the cool ways per se, like not the way they want to go about things. Because they people change when they see what others do. Because mind you, like a lot of the trends that we see on social media, like TikTok, Instagram, it's from what everybody does.
Right.
And speak and being honest, we're all followers. Once we've all been followers once in our lives, and people just want to follow others
Yeah.
and do get the help and don't want to get the help that they need.
Right. Right. No, I agree. I agree. How do you get past that? You know, what he just said, we're followers, you know, and you don't want to get caught up all the time in what others are doing and you know what they're pursuing or trying to be like others. So someone your age, knowing that you've been through the stand program and that you've been you've had instilled in you your self-value and worth, how do you teach others not to do or fall victim or prey to that?
Well, to answer the social media question, I'm not gonna be that guy and say delete all your social media, but this is why I like the stand mentorship program, because even if you keep everything, you can decipher what information you need to keep,
Yeah.
or just entertainment wise, and what information just don't even worry about, because it'll lead you to something that you probably won't want.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And that's so important for people to do, to use it, you know, when it's necessary. And realize that a lot of it is just entertainment, and utilize it for that value only, for the entertainment. Don't pour too much into it, and don't try to receive too much out of it unless it's educational and it's providing resources that you otherwise would not have had access to. So that I kind of understand. In my day, it was the encyclopedia. Now it's social media. I get it. You know what I mean?
Rhymes.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. I'm gonna have to have you kick a little rhyme a little later. But tell me, Jabril, how important do you think it is then to keep this message that you're learning in stand, you know, to serve others? How do you think we should get this message out that others need to be part of some type of mentoring program? I mean, you've been in this stand program for 4 years, and apparently it is helping you in a lot of ways. So tell us why it is so important, and especially to the young men out there, what they would gain out of it, especially through the process, the 4 years to a grown man.
One thing I like to say is that many people are gonna decipher or take your message in different ways. Because one thing I realized is that when you're smart, some people don't like that you're smart because they think that you know everything. And that's one thing I get told a lot, because I am smart myself, and I've realized that many times. And to answer your question, a way that we can get this message around is just by showing is by doing acts instead of just saying it, because people are gonna forget the things you say to them every day. Because even though people try to help you, you actually have to you actually have to take some sort of action to help them.
Right.
And it might not help them, but at least you told them about what you're trying to get at.
Right. Yeah, I like that. That is so true. I understand you guys also do a lot of sharing. Obviously, the mentors are sharing their stories and experiences with you. But do you guys actually share things that are on your heart as well? Like if you're going through something and you may not feel like you can, talk to your parents about it or a friend about it. Do you feel that comfort to go to them for some type of guidance?
Well, I'm gonna say I do feel that comfort. I mean, there's not many times where I will have to kind of use it, but I do believe that depending on the circumstance, that I will be able to, communicate it to them.
Right. That's great. I love that you have that support system there. That really is amazing. And the trips that you guys take, tell me a little about that. Where are you going and when are you going there?
Well, like Jabril said, we went to a Nets game.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
Nice.
What else?
Participating in things that you usually normally wouldn't go to. That's awesome. That's really, really great. Let me ask you, Jabril, I know that you have a close family bond. We saw in your intro, your family, your dad, your sister and your brother. Tell me a little about what changes they are seeing in you, if they have shared that with you at all. Do they see what you have become since being in this program?
Ever since I've been in this program, they've noticed major changes. The way I talk, the way I do certain things, the way I go about. And Stan has taught me a lot of discipline. So that's where it all comes from, really. And it also has to do with the sports I've been doing. They notice I've been looking way more. My appearance has been changing. I'm becoming more athletic. I'm getting more involved with a lot of sports, and they love it.
Nice.
And I'm not just sitting around and playing video games a lot like I used to.
Right.
And they just wanted to see a big change. They want to become more productive.
Right.
Because my sister is actually really wants to become a defense attorney, and she's been taking lots of steps. And
oh wow.
And I've been right behind her, just keep going at it.
I love that. I love the fact that he said productive. It's making and turning you guys into productive young men who will eventually be obviously serving in some huge capacity in the growth, development, and the evolvement of our world. And I truly appreciate that. Knowing that the world is at a place where we need a lot of compassion, and today is Giving Tuesday, as I mentioned earlier, and it is all about giving of yourself, giving of your blessings so that others can be blessed. Tell me a little about the fact that you serve already, Kyle, I know, with your mom and in your community, but how does that make you feel personally?
So, I like giving back. Even though there's a part of me that will always be like, I kind of miss that now that I found it. But when I do give back, or even if that's not the case and I'm just, I don't know, giving out my donuts like you said, it feels good.
Yes.
That I either made the decision or enforced the decision to, make someone's day.
Yes.
And to do the right decision.
Yes, I agree. I love that. Your unity is about that, it's just putting a smile on someone's face, sharing that love and compassion, hoping that and encourage you also to redefine and reawaken that love and compassion that you already have in you, before just the world got to us, and our parents and our jobs and school and every other influence. It's about giving of yourself completely and doing it without expecting anything in return, so that you can feel that fullness. And I love that you said that even though you say you miss it, you know that it's blessing someone else and making and putting a smile on their face. So that is beautiful. Jabril, again, I'm sure that you're serving in your community as well, and giving back. How important do you think it is for us all, especially the youth, to get involved with serving others? I mean, we always see, our older generation out there collecting for something and fundraising. How important is it to you for the youth to get involved?
Many people don't realize, but the old generation is giving to us by teaching us.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they're trying to tell us that it's our turn.
Yes.
And a lot of ways that we could give back is by helping the community. Instead, we do in the kitchen, we give out like a lot of packaged food to the homeless on the street, people who are less fortunate than us. And there's this one time where the first time I gave like food to somebody that's less fortunate than me, it felt really good.
Yeah.
And I think others should take action, like join many groups to bring back to the community, because it's our turn, and people don't realize that. And a lot of people are just taking away from the community when they don't realize how much the community is not at its best right now. It's not good right now, and we should give back to the way how God gives to us. Like
Yes.
He gives us a life every day. He gives us the clothes that we wear, like the strength to go throughout our day, and He also gives us a lot of our knowledge. Like we wouldn't be in the place that we are right now if we didn't have the knowledge that God gives us.
Yes, I love that. I love that everything you just said, my friend, because you are absolutely right. That was powerful. It is your turn. So tell me, what does that mean to you? It is your turn, because it is, the future is yours. And the knowledge that you're gaining now, and the values, and the compassion, and just everything that you're being taught, not just outside of your household, but inside of your household, is what's going to make this world a better place. So tell me, what does that mean to you?
Well, it means to me, it just means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I am getting taught all these things, and that people believe in me and this generation, that we can do things that maybe they didn't.
Yeah.
So one way that we can, pay it forward, even if we don't directly help the people that are teaching us and benefiting us and encouraging us,
Right.
if we use the things that we have been taught from them, let's say giving back to our community, like Jabril said,
Right.
It shows that we're not just sitting there looking at them for no reason, and we're comprehending their information and using it.
Yep, and using it, because that is important. We're in where we should be, adults out there in the business of teaching. That's what our job is, and teaching things from a pure heart, teaching things that are of value, and teaching you things that are going to serve you as you grow older, so that you can be a better person. That is our job. I just love everything that you guys said. I mean, it's not just for the youth. This information is also for the adults as well. And we need to take heed, because from the mouth of babes, my friend, these inspiring words are coming. So Jabril, real quick, before you go, because time is winding down, what are your hopes for the future for us as a humankind, as a human race? And what parting advice or words would you like to share?
Well, to speak about that, only God knows what
Mm,
our future is going to be. And
mm,
one step that we could really take to benefit us as mankind is to speak. Action, speech leads to action.
Yes.
And that's what I noticed a lot. People spoke about homeless people on the streets, so the action was made to give to them. People spoke about lots of racism, racial profiling, so the action is starting to be made.
Yes.
And people spoke about rights, and that action was made to give us rights. And more people need to shed light on certain things that are happening. And I think that more people need to speak about it instead of just letting it happen. We need to stand up, stand. We need to stand and make our stand in this world. We need to make our mark on this world and use our action and our mind. And that's why we need to put in the work now so that we'll be in a certain position to be able to speak. Because there's a lot of people that spoke about it and people listened to them and took the action because they're in the position to. They got the education they needed. They put in the work, the countless hours, the late nights, the early mornings.
Yes.
And that's how they got into higher positions. And us as Black people, we need to realize that education is the answer to get the things that we want.
Right.
When you're smart, it could take you so many places. You could get into college for free just by being smart and having good grades.
Yeah.
You could get the scholarship that you need. You could get the job that you wanted by putting in the work.
Yeah, putting in the work. Putting in the work. What would you like to share before we share your video of you spitting? I'm saying, I don't know, I might sound uncool right now, but you're going to be spitting some lyrics in a minute. So I want you to tell us, little one, what you want to share with us.
What do I want to share? I want to share that all of what we said, even if you're like, this is blah talk, at least take time to realize that at least some of this you should, comprehend and do. Because this is the stuff that we've been taught by our elders and people older than us that have more knowledge than us.
Right.
So it's factual that they are teaching us the good stuff.
That's right. That's right. All right. I love it. Well, we're now going to look at a quick video of my friend spitting some lyrics. This is Makaio, my friends, with, I'm going to call it cadence. Check my cadence.
Wait, hold up. Wait. But before he start.
Oh, what?
This all started as a joke, okay?
It don't sound like a joke.
It started on the bus one day when I was at school. Ever since then.
All right. And now it's his next gift talent.
I don't know
we're
about
going to. I'm going to be your manager. All right, go ahead. Let's play the video.
Girl's hair is crimson. And I saw this guy on the sidewalk simping, but I was pimping. This girl was skimping. It ain't nothing, cause I ball like Scottie Pippen. She like the vibe, she like the style. Can ride this wavy ass for miles. Ooh. I'm in the studio doing what I do. My cadence got her falling in love too. That's verified. Blue bills got them terrified. My IQ score got them mesmerized. They screaming, "We love Makaio." Now they got my lyrics memorized.
I love it. Like, drop the mic. Yes, it was. Remember, don't even look like that. You need to stop, because let me tell you, you're going to blow up now, my friend. We're going to have Puff Daddy and everybody looking for you. And don't forget, I'm the manager. Don't you forget that I'm your manager, okay? It is so great. It is so great to watch you just living in your greatness, my friend. So don't stop. Don't give up. I am so serious. So look, I want to get to the Dare to Be You real quick.
Wait, what?
And the Dare to Be You is, when you let the youth lead, you will learn things about them you never knew and discover skills and talents you didn't know they had. So in that, let's nurture their gifts and their talents. Let's let them share with us what they enjoy doing and not necessarily tell them what we want them to do. These two young men are amazing, intelligent, bright, confident. That's what I love most about you guys, are that you are confident in who you are and what you have to offer, not just yourselves and your family, but the world. So I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to stop. I want you to stand up and stand out, and always do the very best at being the very best. So I just want to tell you that I'm so honored to have you both here. And I hope that I'll have you back here again. We're going to have Makaio back here. He's going to be dropping a few lyrics about Our Unity. I got you on the payroll. I'm going to be your manager. So
Payroll.
and Jabril as well, my man. I hope to be seeing you somewhere on the what is it? You said you play basketball, so I think I'm going to see you on the court sometime soon. If you got anything going on, please reach out to Our Unity and let us know. We would love to support it. I am so serious. So any other parting words before we go? I know you looked a little shy there about me showing the world your video, but you're good, right? We're good. We're good. I love you. Anyway, look, I want to thank you guys for coming. I want to thank everyone for watching. This has been an eye-opening conversation. I hope not just for the youth out there, but also for the adults, that you go out there and you give your children an opportunity to get involved in activities and mentoring programs. They're obviously very important. They're helping them turn their lives not just around for now, but for the future. It is helping them towards their manhood, how to treat women, how to treat other people, and how to serve. So please, adults out there, get your children into some type of program so that they can turn out to be like these two amazing young men as well. So I want to thank you guys again. I want you to have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Remember that peace and love is in the palm of our hands. Let's go out there and spread some love, give some love, and share some love, especially today on Giving Tuesday. I want to say goodnight. Say goodnight.
Good night.
Thank you, Jabril. We'll see you soon.
Buenas noches.
He'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.
Strong Island Entertainment.
Oh, they put me on a show.
Jabril.